you today?
I'm fine.
So can you tell us your full name?
Yeah, my name is Saminu. I was born in Jigawa State, but I'm based in Niger. I study in Niger,
Okay.
but my state of origin is Jigawa.
Okay.
Jigawa local government, Jigawa State.
Okay. So can you tell us a bit about yourself? Are you married?
No, not yet. I'm single.
You're single?
Yes, ma'am.
So you're still single?
Not yet, yeah.
So did you have access to education?
No, ma'am. By the time when I went to school,
Yes.
I brought to school by a person. The person that I was brought by is a poor man. He has no capacity to sponsor my education.
Okay.
So that is why I decided to come to Lagos during the holiday, to spend my holiday in order to get what I'm going to sponsor myself in school.
Okay.
Go to school.
Okay, so were you born blind?
No, I became a blind when I was 5 years, as I was taught by my parents.
5 years old?
Yeah.
What happened?
It's by measles.
Measles?
Yeah.
So measles as well?
As they told me, the measles captured me. When during that problem, they do everything they could in order to get me better, but unfortunately they couldn't succeed.
Okay.
So that is why.
Okay.
We have been affected together with my sister.
So you're not the only blind person in your
I'm
family?
the only one.
You have a sister that had measles too?
Yeah. But she died.
Oh, she died.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so sorry. So how was access to education like for you? Which school did you attend? And how were you treated in school because of your disability?
First of all, I went to Niger State School for Special Education. By then, when I went there in order to get admission, the HOD of blind department, she said that how can she admit me because I'm old, I'm grown. I cannot stay in school because of my age. So she asked me whether I can exercise patience to stay in the school. She said that there are one of their students that they admitted him, but he couldn't stay to study because he said that he cannot stay in the school at this age. He has decided to go back home because of his
impairment
and
his age?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so primary school, which one did you attend?
Niger State School for Special Education.
What year was that?
I think it was 2002 to 2003.
2003. How old were you then?
Unfortunately, in our family, they don't used to do
age.
Yeah.
So you can't say how old you are now?
But I used to put 27.
27?
Yeah, 1992.
Okay, 1992. So
Yeah.
in 2003, you probably were about
yes, ma'am.
11 years. That was when you started primary school?
Yeah. After finishing my primary, then I went to Niger State Government Secondary School, Mina.
Okay.
That is
it a special school?
No, it's a normal school.
So how were you able to cope?
We used to attend school together with a normal student. After we teach, we used to write our note through braille. So if the teacher entered the class, you teach us together with a sighted ones.
Okay.
So after finishing the lesson, we used to call one of our friends to read for us in order to write into braille so that we can be able to read. During exam or test, we used to use typewriter to write it, to go and submit it to the teacher.
In your government secondary school, Mina?
In our government secondary school, Mina.
And it was allowed?
Yeah, we were allowed.
Okay. So was there anything like stigma or people laughing at you or people not wanting to interact with you because of your impairment?
Some of the teachers, they used to attempt us, while others, they say they cannot because of the condition that we are in now.
Okay.
So that is, but some of them, they used to attend us. They used to give us permission to say, so we have the test today, but the special student, you can submit your own tomorrow due to your condition.
Okay.
But some of them, they used, even though we meet them, they used to say, how can I take this wahala? Go and meet your Mr. Osagi, that the man that take care of us in that school. That's what they used to say. So.
Was it a boarding school or a day school?
It's a day school.
It was a day school.
For the normal student, but for the visually impaired, it's a boarding school.
Okay.
Yeah.
So far, after leaving school, how did you get to do your tertiary education?
After finishing my secondary school, I came here in Lagos, and I went to ANWAP.
Okay.
That's Nigeria Association for the Blind here in Lagos, which is under Barsadal Lami Bashar. That Barsadal Lami Bashar also is a visually impaired.
Yes.
I have been trained in that office for computer. So unfortunately, I have no capacity to buy my own laptop. So by now I started forgetting what I did today, what I have been trained.
Because you don't have a computer to continue to practice.
Of course.
So you have started forgetting what you learned from ANWAB.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so how was your, did you have any university degree?
No. After finishing that training from ANWAB, I have decided to go back to Niger to continue with my NCE program. I went to Niger State College of Education 2014, then I finished 2017. Unfortunately, I have some CO.
Okay.
So I have written SOMA semester examination 2019. So now my result is ready. Even now, even today, when I was in my working, one of my friends called me. He said that he went to school in order to continue the clearance for me.
Okay.
Because I have already started clearance.
Before you came back to Lagos?
Before that lockdown.
Okay.
So I had to do 8 signing before collecting the result. So I have already did 7. Remaining, sorry, I have already did 5. Remaining 6. Remaining 2. So that France, he told me they already did 1. The other one for me.
Okay, what course did you study?
I study social studies, special education.
How was it like?
It's very interesting, man.
Did you have access to your course materials? And
no.
Your lecturers, how did they attend to you?
Yeah, some of the lecturers, they attempt us. So they teach us, they handle us with kindness.
Okay.
So we have almost our teachers are sighted, are normal lecturers. So except one, who is called Mr. Muhammad. He was the only one that visually impaired. But all of our teachers, they are sighted. Because they teach us very well, and we have already understand what they did. They did everything possible to teach us.
How did you learn how to braille?
I learned how to braille in my primary school. So
at
that primary school, if you go as a visually impaired, if you attend that our primary school, you cannot be allowed to move forward unless you know braille very well. So I really thank God because our teacher did everything possible to teach us, and I can say that.
Is he still in that school? Is your teacher still there?
Yes.
In that primary school?
Of course.
He's still there, teaching other visually impaired students?
Of course. There are many days. There are many visually impaired students there.
Was your education free?
Yes, from primary to secondary school is free. But from when you move to the tertiary institution, you have to sponsor yourself or go and look for someone who will sponsor you.
So how has life been as a visually impaired person? And what do you expect people to do to you or to help you with to be able to achieve inclusion where you know that you are not left behind in any way?
As a visually impaired, our education is supposed to be free. And after attending school, when we have been educated, we're supposed to get a job at any level. So unfortunately, in the northern part, we cannot get that. As I am now, I used to attend some meeting with visually impaired like me here in Lagos, they move forward. But we in the northern part, we are already left backward. We are still backward. Some of our people, when you want the rich man in order to assist you to go to school, they used to say, how can a visually impaired go to school? Most of them are ignorant, the visually impaired. I can remember there was one man as a local government chairman in Niger State. That's a local government in Niger State. There was a time when the visually impaired want him in order to renovate their workshop office. The man said that, how can I renovate for you? Do you want me to renovate so that you can be enjoying sleeping? As I don't know anywhere that a visually impaired can do for the government. That's what he said. But then, thank God there was one of the visually impaired man that told him that as you are, sir, you don't have even quarter of the knowledge that one of the visually impaired has in the world.
So far, so
good. That's the question that we are facing.
That you are facing now.
In the northern part.
Northern part.
Yeah, but here
in Lagos.
In Lagos, they used to get assisted. They have already moved forward than the north. If you compare them with the blind people that I know that you can compare the person who is in the airplane and the person the one who is on the donkey. How can the person that on the donkey ride to meet the person who is in the airplane? Is that possible?
No, that's not possible.
Yeah, so that's how we are. We do not visually.
Thank you so much, Saminu. Thank you.
Thank you, ma.
In the meantime, before school resumes, what do you do?
I used to come here in Lagos to spend my holiday, to be begging so that I can get the money that I can sponsor myself in school.
To continue your education,
Yeah,
that's what you want.
I used to do.
So you have to beg to survive.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you think can be done for you?
So, if one never I get the job, by God will I stop begging.
Okay.
Begging on the street.
Can you teach? If you have a job to teach, can you teach?
Yes, ma'am, I can teach.
If you have audio materials?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Saminu. Thank you so much.
I can even buy, if I get some books, like social study, I can take it to that Lami office.
And what?
They can transcribe it into braille for me.
Okay.
So that I can teach. I can fill it and teach the children with it.
Okay.
As I am, even now I have some books that I am reading. But the book is not, it's a big book. It's not supposed to be, it's not for teaching.
So if you get proper social studies materials and it's transcribed into braille,
so that I can read it by myself and have the note for the children. I can teach them so that the way that they can understand me.
Okay.
I can change the English into simple words so that they can be able to understand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Saminu. Your passion for education and inclusion will continue.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm most grateful.
You're welcome.